decoration. I have not seen that play anywhere outside of Little League.
No. The quarterback talking to the coach.
And it's defensive holding called on Box Elder. Watch. Here's Carver. He's starting to play.
He feigns confusion.
And he's yelling at the coach, hey, wait. Hey, wait, we need one more guy. What's going on here? Box Elder's kind of standing around. When the middle backer sees what's going on, hey, watch.
See, here's the problem. He's got to sell that just a little bit longer.
Or snap it just a little bit quicker.
Oh, yeah, one of the two.
He can only get so close to the sideline before that's a penalty, too. You've got to stay at least 2 yards out on the field. Yeah, that's a common play. You just don't see it that often in high school. Defensive holding called on Box Elder. That's their 4th penalty.
First down, 29. 19.
Carver gets rid of it. Big hit out there. Jensen picks up 4, but talk about making lemonade out of lemons.
Well, Carver reads that defense just the way he should and sees Jensen in the slot. Man's covered up on the outside, but nobody's on Carver.
Well, that's the way they've been. That's the way Box Elder's been covering that. They're rolling the safety over, but there's nobody for the slot receiver for 10 yards. And Jensen's coming off. He's a little shaken up. He really got rocked.
He got popped.
Now they walk the linebacker out, which is what they want. They want to walk that linebacker out. Now they can maybe try some different kinds of runs off the edge. Carver,
they're going to keep it.
Pulls it in. Gets down just in time. He picks up 6. 3rd and 1. They call some of the offensive players over and have a chat with them, and now a timeout on the field taken by Box Elder.
Carver's improved a lot since last year. He was just a sophomore last year, junior this year, and his decision-making ability has increased exponentially and knows when to pull that down and go for a positive yardage. Brings up 3rd and a long one.
That's called living to fight another day.
That's right.
Because one of those players was Wilding closing in, and he got right down underneath both of them, and they ran into each other.
That would have hurt. 6'2", 185 Wilding.
He looks like he's bigger than that.
No, I think that is the pads.
Mountain Crest won last night, 20-6 over Bonneville. Eddie Hall, their quarterback, suffered a hip pointer injury in that one. See how that plays out the rest of the season. Logan playing down the street, hosting Roy.
Roy lost last week to Box Elder 17-0.
Fred Fernandez out at Roy, coaching there, trying to resurrect that program. He's been able to turn programs around wherever he's been.
Doesn't resurrect imply that it was alive at one time?
At one time it was.
Okay, it's before my time.
3rd and a yard. As Carver follows his left guard. And let's see if they measure this.
I think they're going to take a look at it because it's pretty close.
Where they're spotting it, looks like it's a 1st down. It is. Carver needed 1, he got 2. The Skyview 3 out of 4 on 1st downs. They were 1 for 10, 1 for 11 last week. On 3rd down. 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. Skyview already leading 14-7 and looking to stay in the region race. You don't want to start region play down 0-2. The top 4 teams go to the playoffs from this region. Carver loses the ball, pulls it in, and they're saying 2nd down, he got a hold of it. He picked up a yard, maybe 2. Watch the ball right at the end. Playing right on the ground. Carver said, give me that. Whoops, give me that.
Well, he's lucky that he was still able to turn over and reach that, because a lot of times you're on the ground, it's because somebody's on top of you.
Now Now a tight tray formation, and Giro comes across. Looking to throw. Quickly on the slant, and it's incomplete. That Mitchell Berryhill that couldn't get there in time. And it's 3rd and goal.
Mitchell Berryhill, pretty good athlete, plays a lot of sports. Probably better at baseball than anything else.
Well, they're missing Zach Allen, are the Bobcats, and he's a kid that
got his bell rung hard.
Yeah, he leaves a huge gap for not being there. He's a heck of a receiver, heck of an athlete. Looks like
came off sides.
Box Elder may be off sides.
I think it's number 5, Gunter, who came off sides. He was faking that blitz, and I think he took one step too many.
So instead of 3rd and goal at the 7, it'll be 3rd and goal at about the 3.5.
Penalties really killing Box Elder in this first half.
Yeah, that's their 5th penalty.
Half the distance to the goal.
5 penalties, 44 yards. Skyview with 1 penalty for 15 yards. 5.5 to play here in the first half. Skyview with a 7-point lead. Now, Lee, is this 4-down territory, or Egbert's a pretty good kicker, and then
he's a pretty good kicker. I think you take the points, but now it's
Carver looking to throw. And it's intercepted in the end zone. That one was knocked around, and that's the worst possible outcome, as it's intercepted out there by Martin Alcantar. It was knocked around, and finally Alcantar comes up with it.
Take a look at
And
this.
the only bad thing for Box Elder on that, he brought it out of the end zone.
Yeah, should have just taken a knee. That ball gets batted around like a pinball machine. Alcantar, happy birthday to me. Here's the ball.
He should have taken a knee, because now it's at the 1-yard line. So that goes as an interception to Carver, where really it was more a pretty darn good play by the defense.
Well, you're right. That's the worst case scenario for Skyview. Don't come away with 7. Don't come away with even 3.
They still lead 14-7, and Box Elder's pinned deep in their own territory. They give it to Breckengunter. He picks up a couple. It's not at the 1. It's more about the 3-yard line where they ended up spotting him. Boy, they gave him a real generous spot if they say that's where he ran the ball out to. It was C.J. Brown, and he picked up a yard.
Gaining a yard, 2nd and 9.
Look at the Skyview defense. You don't want to give up something big here, because your offense, if you play it right, you may be able to get the ball back and take another shot before the half with good field position. Gunter's taking his time under center. He's going to throw. Looking down the edge. Oh, Alcantar breaks free. He ran right past Javici Wells, and you don't see that.
No.
Covered by number 1, Javici Wells.
Boy, that's a pretty good pass, just about a yard too long.
He hung it up there just like you should. Give your receiver a chance to get under it. You can't throw that one on a rope. So 3rd down and 9 now for Box Elder. A big 3rd down. Gunter under center. Britton Gunter under center, and Breckengunter behind him. They give it to him on the little inside handoff. He spins off, picks up a 1st down. It's just a little inside give as he rolled to his right. And Gunter spun around, and there was a huge opening.
Boy, that's a big gain for Box Elder to get a little breathing room away from their own end zone. Even if you don't get a 1st down and go down and maybe score even on this drive, you at least flip field position.
That's the first 3rd down conversion for Box Elder in this game, 1 for 5.
Southwest gate at this time. Royalty and attendance.
Watson in motion. They give to Watson. Chantry Million comes up and makes the nice play. Just takes out his legs.
Boy, and you said it earlier, you can't take him up high, you got to take him down low.
Tripped up by number 2, Million Chantry.
Million Chantry looking like $1 million making that play. That's That's how you play it as a DB. Got a big old back out there. No gain for Watson. Watson on the wing. He's in motion. Pass out there in the flat as Gunter finds Matt Richards. Richards picks up about 5, and it'll be 3rd down and 5.
Tackled by number 25, Cole Dengler.
I'd like to pick up another 1st down here. If you're Box Elder, you saw a good kick return last time they kicked it away for Skyview.
Gunter's going to throw it again. Looking over the middle, and it's dropped. He had a man crossing. It was McKay Parrish, just a little behind him. But Parrish would love to have that one back.
Well, that's a play of some real courage by Parrish, who's listed, mind you, at 5'9", 148. Quite often, football guys, for some reason, like to pad their size stats on the roster.
And that was 3rd down, and they did not convert.
Ooh.
And the kick high, and a fair catch called for by Christensen. So Skyview's offense back on the field. 2:48 to play. Plenty of time as they start at their own 47-yard line.
Got all their timeouts left. 2:48 to go.
They've been able to move the ball, have the Bobcats. Only 13 yards on the ground. 14 on the ground, 117 through the air. But they've also had pretty good field position, so don't let the yardage deceive you there.
No.
They've been playing with a short field. Their worst starting field position tonight has been the 35-yard line. Now what do we got going on here?
There's somebody who's not a football player in the middle of the field.
Well, the head official standing in the Box Elder huddle. I did not see a flag. He's coming out to show us something. There is a flag on the far sideline, holding on Skyview. And it's a 1st down.
Oh,
So Skyview was holding.
that's big.
Now, the timing on that is always interesting. It had to be before the kick.
And otherwise, it's assessed against the team that receives the ball, and I never even saw a flag.
No, it's way over there on the far sideline, right next to the sideline.
Wow.
So only the 2nd penalty of the half for Skyview, and it's a big one. Instead of the Bobcat offense out on the field, the defense comes back, and it's 1st and 10. In the gun, Gunter. Looks left, heads right. Picks up a couple. They're just pulling guys and trying to get more helmets at the point of attack.
Yep.
Pretty simple football and pretty effective football.
Gain of 2 on the play, 2nd and 8.
Second and 8 now at the 32. Gunter's passed it 10 times as Watson goes in motion. A fake to give and go the dive play, and that one got back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it.
Number 33, Matt Richards.
Richards, not much.
On the tackle,
Now Skyview wants a timeout. They want to preserve some time. It's a 1-yard gain for Richards, so Skyview takes their first timeout.
Well, your 2 penalties on Skyview, and you talk about inopportune times for pass drops and penalties. That was one.
Yeah, the first penalty didn't really hurt them because it was an offsetting type of thing where they marked both of them off, and it actually worked in Skyview's favor. But yeah, that one was No good. They would have had the ball at the 47-yard line, their own 47, with close to 3 minutes, 3 timeouts. And instead, it was a holding before the change of possession.